Are you trying to untangle a messy legal situation, run a background check on a potential tenant, or maybe dig into the hidden history of a property you're thinking about buying? Well, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to empower you with the exact steps to navigate Johnston County court records completely free of charge. Let's get right into it. Okay, so whether you're a landlord, an employer, or just dealing with your own personal legal matters, knowing how to access these public records on your own is an absolute game changer. Seriously, you do not need to pay those hefty third-party background check fees if you just know where to look. And today, I'm handing you the keys to that exact kingdom. We've got a great roadmap for today. We'll start by unlocking the basics of free records, clear up a massive point of confusion regarding the two different Johnston counties, and then walk through the exact search processes for both North Carolina and Oklahoma. We'll wrap up with some pro tips to bypass common errors and a quick summary. All right, part 1. Unlocking free court records. So what are we actually looking at here? Court records are basically the ultimate official paper trail of the justice system. They contain a massive wealth of information. We're talking criminal, felony, and misdemeanor proceedings, civil cases, property disputes, and even family law stuff like marriages and divorces. They log everything, upcoming hearing dates, official judgments, and they even get down to the exact dollars and cents of bail bonds and specific court fees. Moving on to part 2, the two Johnston counties. Now, this is absolutely wild, but there are actually two totally distinct Johnston counties in the U.S., and mixing them up is the #1 mistake beginners make. Johnston County, North Carolina operates out of Smithfield and uses a digital system called the eCourts portal. Meanwhile, Johnston County, Oklahoma is based in Tishomingo and uses entirely different systems called OSCN and ODCR. You absolutely have to know which state applies to your search before you even type a single letter. Let's dive into part 3, searching North Carolina records. Okay, so North Carolina uses a cloud-based system called eCourts, which is run by Tyler Technologies. You can hop directly onto this official portal without paying a dime to those annoying data brokers. And the best part is, you don't even need to create an account to do a basic public search. It's totally open. When you land on that main dashboard, you're going to want to hunt down the Smart Search option. Just click that, and boom, you are at the main gateway into the state's filings. But here is where you really need to pay attention. The formatting is super strict. You cannot just type a name in normally. You have to enter it exactly as last name, comma, space, first name. So if you're looking up someone named Jacob Arnott, you type ARNOTT, comma, space, Jacob. If you skip that comma and space, the system will literally just spit back 0 records, and you'll think the person is completely clear when they might not be. Once you get that format right and hit search, your results will pop up. From there, all you have to do is find the specific match you want and click the blue underlined case number on the left side. That's going to open up the entire case file in a brand new window for you. And wow, the amount of detail you get in this case summary for free is just incredible. You can dig into really granular specifics, like the exact criminal charge, maybe it's an assault charge, for example. You'll see the date the offense happened, and even the specific arresting agency, like the local sheriff's office. Now, if you're lucky enough to already have the official paperwork, you can actually bypass the name search entirely and just type the exact case number right into that same search box. But again, format is everything. Don't use any spaces, and make sure you include the mandatory dash and the specific county code right at the end of the string. Now, I need to pause here because there's a massive catch for North Carolina. Johnston County, NC, only transitioned to this digital e-court system on February 13th, 2023. That means anything filed before that date, it might not be online at all. If you need older records, you're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way and send a direct email request to the clerk's office. All right, shifting gears. Part 4, searching Oklahoma court records. The Oklahoma process is, quite frankly, wonderfully straightforward. They use the ODCR or OSCN networks, and you don't have to register for anything to pull up these district court dockets. You just go to the site, pick Johnston from the county dropdown to filter for the 20th Judicial District, pop in the name or case number, and hit search. That's it. To show you just how powerful this is, let's look at a real-world Oklahoma case from 2017, State of Oklahoma versus Shelley Jo Duncan. The chronological log you get is amazing. We can immediately see it was a criminal felony proceeding before Judge Mark Campbell. We can see her bail was set at a $20,000 cash bond, and the log literally tracks every single subpoena Every warrant, even a $50 district attorney fee, right down to the final outcome, which in this case was dismissed after a deadlocked jury mistrial. And again, this whole narrative is just sitting there online for free.
Okay, Part 5, Pro Tips and Troubleshooting.
Even with these systems, you might hit a wall. A super common rookie mistake in North Carolina is forgetting the county identifier I mentioned earlier. If you type in a case number, but forget to add that crucial -500 at the end, you'll probably get 0 results. You might assume your target is totally innocent, but in reality, you just searched wrong. Precision is absolutely everything in these databases. And hey, if you just can't find what you need online, maybe the record was restricted, sealed, or it's just from decades ago, don't panic. The physical courthouses have public access terminals and real live staff who can help you with manual searches. Oh, and your local public librarians? They are fantastic resources if you need help digging into offline options.
Finally, Part 6, Summary and Legal Disclaimer. So let's quickly recap how to master these systems. First, always double-check if you need North Carolina or Oklahoma. Use the NCE Courts portal for recent North Carolina files, and be super careful with that comma-space name formatting. For Oklahoma, use ODCR or OSCN and filter for the 20th Judicial District. Always use exact case numbers with their proper suffixes, and remember that older cases might require a quick email or an in-person visit.
Now, a very important reminder before you run off to do your first search. Yes, this information is public, but it absolutely must be handled ethically and lawfully. Depending on what you're using this data for, like hiring or housing decisions, there are strict rules you have to follow. So definitely consult a legal professional before you take any major actions based on what you find. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. You now hold the keys to access these public court records entirely for free. So the only question left is, whose history are you going to uncover first?